revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody new, so I never get confused. Hotel got a bird's eye view. Hotel got a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me, baby. I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off, each store got locks. I got some trusted shoes. 10K on the countertop, don't look so shocked. It's nothing new. Death comes in threes, wins come in twos. Cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. I do a good job. Pull up and pop out and pull out. Head on and hood on. Pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one. They want to keep me. Oh, that's a good one. Pockets are dense. I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay.
This is the NFL on EA Sports as we welcome you to MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This is the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with the Baltimore Ravens. Two teams that met in Super Bowl 35 down in Tampa. The Ravens and Giants are underway. This is taken at the 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. To throw is Jackson, escaping the pressure right. This will be caught by Brown. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18. So the same tandem connecting on back-to-back throws to start the game.
And maybe throwing the scouting report off just a little bit. That's not exactly what they think is going to be their number one receiver, but he's producing already early in this game.
Ready up, Mike 29. Get him, get him.
On first and 10, it's Jackson. He's going to find his tight end Boyle. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Not even a chance to pitch that one as he's swallowed up in the backfield. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play, because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. From the gun on third down, Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Hollywood, Marquise Brown there to make the grab. And the Ravens take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And the Ravens lead at 7-0.
Makes the score Ravens 7, Giants nothing. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Topper!
The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Ready, break.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Defensively, that's Earl Thomas, the all-pro safety, knocking it free. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. It's a Giant first down on a gain of 16.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play, won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
On 2nd and 11 now. Jones. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Barkley unable to get away on the first down run as he'll be stopped for a loss of a couple. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Go, 8, read. Record.
On 2nd and 12, Jones. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Jalen Ferguson just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays. Here's Jones. From the gun, he'll throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Now this is fielded in the end zone. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Ravens will take over at their own 20-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road, so getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. CD, with that incompletion, let's talk AFC playoff picture. I think you and I agree. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. And coughed it up. And nothing but daylight ahead. The 30, 10, 5, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Ravens are able to show off their quick strike ability. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Throwing Jones. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards and a Giant first down. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. He'll get 15 and a Giants first down. 2 minutes to play first half. It's 14-0. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime previews. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job. Hey, writing down your ad-libs.
If you print it, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaudin. On 2nd and 11 now. Jones, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Now Jones. Forced out to his left. He may try and run for this. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. On 1st and 10, Jones. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, 27 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that'll make our score 14-7. Now after After the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Jackson. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Nick Boyle that time. And that'll bring up second down. With that incompletion, you know, Charles, one of the big storylines in the final few weeks of the season lies in the AFC South. Tennessee and Houston battling back and forth. Houston won round 1, week 15, a victory in Nashville. But which of those two teams do you think has the potential to go deeper in the playoffs?
Well, Tennessee just lost at home to Houston, and now we'll have to go on the road to play them again in Week 17. So I would say, on the surface, you would think Houston. They have the quarterback as well in Deshaun Watson that scares everyone. But I'm picking Tennessee as the team that could go deeper because of their defense. That's really a top 5 defense on any given Sunday. Their ability to rush the passer, their ability to play the ball in the air. I like that Tennessee team, and I think Ryan Tannehill, the switch to him at quarterback has really energized that club.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Appeared to me he was just trying to find an open receiver and got forced out to his right. Had to come off of a guy downfield, trying to hit his back. Unable to connect. Should have been an easier throw moving to his right, though.
Yeah, much easier, obviously, for a right-handed quarterback. If he was going to his left, a little bit tougher.
Exactly.
Here's Jackson. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood, Marquise Brown on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is taken at his 4. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jalen Ferguson able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. And an alley to run. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
Ready! 70, Indy.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home. Check 31, check 31.
Hey, exit. Hit it.
Jones now. A final shot before break. The open man is Smith. The 40. Past the 20. 10. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Rosas to add the extra point. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
On the ready.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Back to throw. Jones. It's hauled in by Shepard. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
6-6, pull it high.
A first down carry for Barkley. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. They'll run it again with Barkley, and he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. Now Saquon Barkley. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
A first carry for the Clemson man, Wayne Gallman. And he'll get it down here to the 43. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Looking to throw. Jones. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. Now Barkley stripped of the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Marcus Golden, too much to handle that time. Gets the sack. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Jackson's throw on target to Willie Snead. Willie Snead all alone. A big play there on the catch and run. 55 yards. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's the Ravens in control of the football. They've also got the lead as we get set for the 4th. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this. And he's going to go down. This will count as a sack, a very short sack, taken down at the 2. Give the sack to Lorenzo Carter. On 2nd and goal, Jackson under pressure again, and down he goes again.
When you're this close to the goal line, you got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Jackson. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Michael Thomas. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Jones throwing on 1st down. Finds his tight end Ingram. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. 30. 10. Touchdown. Giants. Evan Ingram. 93 yards. as they can now even this game here in the fourth quarter with the extra point. Well, that's pretty impressive, Charles. It's one thing to be an elite speed wide receiver and have all that yards after the catch into the end zone, but from your tight end?
Yeah, you don't get that very often. What you're describing is more like a Tyreek Hill, a Devontae Adams, and Antonio Brown. You're not talking about a guy that lines up or can line up in line and look like an extra tackle on running plays. He took that bad boy downfield just like he was a scat back.
Before the game, he told me, I'm going to have a zinger or two today. And I was like, oh, a zinger or two? I guess that's a zinger, right?
That's a zinger.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Well, here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 16 yards on that one at a Raven first. Jackson now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. This time Jackson will throw it. Eluding the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Dancing to his left. And this is going to be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. That's into the hands of the tight end, Boyle. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's a run on 1st down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11. Jackson to throw. It's complete to Snead. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Check, check. Lucky. Check. What do you want?
Here's Jackson. And this is going to be intercepted. Julian Love picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range. But boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board. But give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
Jones now 11 of 17 passing thus far. He's got his guys a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. This is Shepard on the catch. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Here we go.
Now Jones, off play action. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. And that's complete to Shepard. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. A give to Barkley out of the gun. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 23-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Again, it's Barkley. And an alley to run. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And they get the timeout called here. It comes with 1 second remaining on the clock. And right now, it all rests on the right foot of Aldrick Rosas. And it is good. He splits the uprights on the chip shot. And the Giants win the football game. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we sign off from MetLife Stadium.